morning, everyone. I am just got the lake bed here this morning. Today is a UTV race, which Loren is in. So I'm gonna take you guys along as I go chase him a bit in the new Bronco. I got the two-door first edition that I'm ripping out here, bone stock. But you know I had to put some RTR wheels and Nitto trail grapplers on it. And yeah, I'm gonna go stop by the pit first, talk to the team, see if we can see where he might be, and then we'll go try to meet him at a few spots. So in the meantime, in between transit, we'll be having some fun in the desert. So let's do it. Well, we just got here just in time. Loren's just coming into pit, so I was walking over here to show you guys our pit setup and chase truck and how that works. But we're actually going to check out a real pit stop. So, Loren, like I mentioned, is in the UTV race today in his Razor. Yeah, buddy! So there are fuel. Everything looks. So everyone's looking everything over. Like they're yanking the sway bar off it because now they're getting ready to get into the rock section.
Actually,
so they're done the desert.
Hey, do you guys have a sawzall or anything?
Yeah, sawzall. Good job, boys. Good job. Well done, boys.
Whose was this?
Well, he didn't want the bar on?
It broke.
Oh, it broke. Yeah. Got it. So it was just clanking and...
It was hitting the tie rod,
So this is our chase truck. One of two that we have. So F450. Obviously, you can see big, massive fabricated bumper, winch, just in case there's any issues. One thing I want to point out, this is the first article of our new Fun Haver wheel. So this is based off the hammer that we have on our race trucks, which is super sick. So these are 22s with Nitto trail grappler or ridge grapplers on them. Look at that, look how deep, woo! So really excited about those to hit the market. So you can see, right, with the chase truck, wheels mounted. So these are obviously our 4400 race truck wheels. And this thing can get just about anywhere. All business on the inside. So you can see we've got a Miller welder on tap here. Yep. Which version is this? So Multimatic 200 that we have in here, just in case. This is all our welding stuff. And then here we've got fluids. So we've got our Shell Rotella T6, our gas truck. Let's see what else we've got here. With some rags and junk, some extra cables, big boy snatch blocks. So we got obviously spare wheels. These jacks are pretty cool. If you can see the off-road tires on our jacks is something that is very unique to this. And then we got some nitrogen. Some airline, obviously, spare belts because this is a Razor race and they like to use those sometimes. This obviously all of our tools, torque wrenches, toolbox, Porter, our main man. He's our lead mechanic on the Fun Haver off-road team, crew chief if you will. And then we got the big boy Miller Bobcat 200 air pack, which so we got the small welder, the big welder, depending upon what the job is. Of course, up top, obviously the light bar. These are the Project X. These are the big boys, the HP 8.5s, and like it's seriously like the sun lit up there. So yeah, so very purposeful unit. It's obviously very cool. In my opinion, it looks absolutely amazing. But that's a tour around that hot rod. So now we're gonna go jump back in the Bronco and go catch up to Loren and see him come through some trails. So we just got up to the top of Chocolate Thunder. I know, interesting name. The people that break the trails get the name on. There's a bunch of sickos out here. But so basically this is the trail. We usually come up this, but this year we're going down. So I'm not exactly sure where Loren is right now. We're just gonna stand by and watch a bit. But it's a pretty, I wanna call it an easy trail comparatively to get down this year. But this is where you can see, I mean, a ton of fans just hanging out, checking it all out. Everyone brings their vehicles up, parks them, checks it out for a bit, and then bounces to the next stop. So you come up down over this mountain, down here, and then all the way down. And then there's a huge climb at the other side of it. So we'll stand by for a little bit and see if we can find Loren. This is my best friend and my co-driver, Eric. He will not be co-driving with me this week. We have a substitute co-driver, but he's still here helping the best that he can. He injured his back. He's an old pro motocross rider and was doing some stuffs and hurt his back again. So we're not gonna beat him up in the truck all week. Uh-oh, someone's stuck. Oh boy. Oh boy, wrong line, bro. All right, so here comes Loren. Just coming down. Looks like he may have some really good positions from when he was in the pit. So here they come down. Yeah, buddy! Go right. Okay, we're done. Yeah, buddy. Just drop right, just made it happen. That was good. Could have took the right line. It's got a little bigger drop off, but he definitely could have done it because we've seen a bunch of people, but I like it. He's being nice and conservative. Still a early race right now. All right, so Loren is still out there racing. He's at areas that I can't really get to right now because the course is closed off to get back there. So continue showing you guys the equipment that we bring to these races, right? We already showed you our main trace truck. And so this is our Razor. So we have this is a 4-seater, which the media team uses a lot to get around. But we also use to pre-run some of the desert at speed. So we've been using the Bronco a bit, and the Razor is something that once we get it going, we'll go at speed. It's got long travel and a couple other little bits on it to make it, you know, reliable and handle it. Good Recaro seats. These are the Cross Sportster ORVs, which Loren and I helped Recaro develop. So we've got this machine, and then I'll take you over to our chase truck number 2. So this just got back from remote pit because Loren already went through there. So let's see what we got in these up. That one is locked. Let's see, might have to go. There we go. So in here we've got some electrical connectors, some air. Now this one, the other chase truck I showed you, is a man, I'm losing my mind right now. The other chase truck is all business. This one is fully loaded. This is the Platinum. So you can see more air, quick bag of tools, of course radios. So this is just prep right now. Was chasing the UTV race. So basically UTV based stuff. It's got the Trail Grappler side-by-side tires. These are, what are these? 33s that Loren's running in the UTV. So we go in here, just some straps. And then in this guy, just some oils again. Boom, practice what you preach. And yeah, so that is that chase truck. So now I'll take you guys over and I'll show you the crawler, which was on the channel a couple days ago, but I didn't really get into too many details on it. So what I'm about to show you is basically it's made by a company called Red Dot, who makes some of the best crawler chassis. So this one, as you can see, so it has 42-inch Nitto trail grapplers. So I race on 40s. The 42 just came out, so my new truck I'll probably switch over to these. But these are 42s on our Centerline Hammer beadlocks, which is our Fun Haver Signature Edition line that we designed, developed with Centerline. This thing obviously has a rear steer, so pretty gnarly to see that, right? It's got almost as much steering angle as my drift car. So it's got rear steer, which really, when you get in those tight rocks, it's extremely helpful. The race trucks don't have that, but we use this for pre-running the rocks out here at Hammers. I mean, it's just a fun buggy in general, but we use it for pre-running the rocks and really getting a scope of things. And then I'll take you over to another vehicle we've been using this week, which is this two-door Bronco. This is the I showed you guys me ripping in it a bit, but this is the first edition. So this comes stock with 35-inch tires. Of course, the first thing I did when Ford was gracious enough to let me use it this week is I put a set of Nitto trail grapplers and our RTR Tech 6 off-road wheels. And so this one is a first edition, which is basically, it's super loaded. It's got the 2.7 10-speed automatic, all the features, sway bar disconnect, lockers front and rear, and it is an absolute ripper. You'll see the video of me ripping it. Yeah, so those vehicles, I'm trying to think, oh, how could I forget the Fun Runner? So we also use this to pre-run, especially when it was cold. We jumped in this, we had 4 of us in this, doing some more of the like big desert stuff. So this truck basically is something that we built early last year. A lot of people don't know this, but we put Bronco geometry under it so that we could learn about the Bronco when the time came. Well, obviously Bronco's out now, but we've been learning a lot, which is going to support the development that we've got going on with both our RTR parts, and then we're coming out with a line of Fun Haver, a little bit more hardcore stuff. So this truck effectively has all the running gear that our Ultra4 trucks have. So the big Spider Trax axles in the front, obviously independent front suspension. We worked with our friends at Kibby Tech to do this build. So Loren and Ryan from Kibby Tech, used all of their knowledge together. Loren has 15 years of off-road and Ultra4, and Kibby is very much desert, but off-road in general. And so we shared a lot of knowledge with them and got the running gear and everything dialed in here. I mean, it's super tight. I mean, this is big stuff that this truck has. But in the body wise, we did all that design at RTR. We worked with ADV fiberglass to get that fiberglass done. So that's the fun runner. It started out as a bone stock Ford Ranger, and then we did all this. I showed you the other Project X lights that were on the chase trucks, and these are this is a different version. So each of these beams are there's two different beams on here. One's a spot, so we have the spots on the outside, or like a flood basically, and then the others are driving lights that go out further, so a further beam. So really cool. It's crazy that you can actually tune the lighting that you use out here, but it's very helpful. The floods help like kind of what's up close, and then the driving lights obviously allow you to figure out what see what's further ahead. And I'll just walk in here. So we're doing a little bit of prep right now. So we qualified yesterday, and the boys got the trucks all apart. We do new differentials, little fine tuning on the calibrations going on, putting a new winch line in Loren's truck. My truck had some calibration fun going on, was having trouble starting a bit sometimes, so got that sorted. Nitrous is coming out. We only run nitrous in this truck for qualifying because my co-driver sits here during the race. And unfortunately during qualifying I had to turn my nitrous off because it was breaking up a bit, but we ended up just having some air in it. So it is what it is. But yeah, this is a 427 motor. So this is Brocky, obviously, a naked Brocky. 427 makes about 700 horsepower now. Made 600 for Ford. It's basically the same motor that I just showed you as in the rock crawler. So yeah, pretty cool hot rod. I'll do a bigger walk around on this thing later, and maybe Loren's truck another time. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna go see if I can catch Loren at the finish line and see how he did, and we'll check back in.
Stoked to be at the finish line here in the UTV race. I haven't ever been able to get to the finish line in this race due to me typically burning the car down in the desert. So today I was a little bit more patient, took a really good Polaris RZR into the rocks, and had an amazing day. We had to winch a couple times on some of the gnarlier rock sections, but it's such a great learning tool for the big race on Saturday. Got great pre-run in, got to see how the desert changed from the trophy truck race, and really got to learn the rock sections and see where some of the bottlenecks were and where we're gonna have to winch. So really excited to finally get to the finish line. Obviously not quite at the pace of the leaders. I think we're somewhere around 15th place, so I'm pretty stoked about that, and hopefully we can build on that and try to win the race on Saturday.